What is going on, my fellow zombie slayers? It is Nelly B here, and in today's video I have a brand new series. And today's series that I'm going to be continuing on for as long as I can is the zombie map comparison series. Now I know the Smith Place has done this before. I just wanted to take a couple series from other YouTubers and personal ideas and try and see what I can do with them, how I can make these videos to the best of my ability, and see if you guys enjoy them. If you guys don't want me to do this and you feel like I'm copying him, or I don't know, I haven't seen him do it in a while, so I thought I might as well try and do it myself. If anybody confronts me on this, I will put it aside, do a different series. I completely understand. But in this zombies map comparison series, what I'm going to be doing is putting two maps up against each other head to head for stuff like initial feel. When you spawn in the map, how do you feel? Do you feel like you're going to get to a high round? Do you feel like you're going to do good? Do you feel like it's going to be too easy or too hard? Or is it that perfect balance? Next is setup. How is the setup going to be? Is it going to be too easy, too hard? Are you going to enjoy your time doing it? Do you need extra people to do it? And the next thing is after setup. Do you want to go for that high round, or you just want to quit? Are you trying to farm liquid diviniums and stuff like that? And again, this is just BO3 maps. And the next thing is replayability. When you're done playing and you're done with your setup and you die or you just quit because you've been going for too long, will you jump right back in the map once you're done getting your snacks or whatever and you come back to game? Are you going to want to play it again, or do you just want to play a different map? Now, the next thing after that is innovative things. Now, this isn't specifically perks or weapons. This is a generalization of the map. Things like weapons, perks, double pack-a-punch, and things like that, like transportation methods as well. The next thing after that is I'm going to recommend my favorite setup or my best setup for the specific map, whether it be weapons, perks, attachments on the weapons, double pack-a-punch, and things like that. Now after that, I'm going to be comparing the storyline. Which one had a better ending, which one had a better Easter egg, just comparing those head to head. And then the last thing is my personal opinion. Now these all will be on a 1 to 10 scale. 1 meaning it's really bad, 10 meaning it's really good. And my personal opinion will be only out of 5, because I do think that all of the maps in Black Ops 3, other than Shadows of Evil, is a really great map. So it's going to be really close together. So today's maps that I'm doing are GOROD, KROVI, and their Eisendrache, the giants of Black Ops 3, the two debatably best maps in Black Ops 3. Guys, if you do enjoy the video and you want to see more of this, comment down below what next maps you wanted to see me put head to head in the next zombies map comparisons. This has been a very long intro, longer than some of my other videos. But yeah, guys, I do just want to ask for you to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, because I have put a lot of work into these series and I would really appreciate some good feedback. And if I'm doing something wrong, just let me know. I will try to improve on it in a later episode. So yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoy, and let's get right into it. So starting off with the initial feel for their Eisendrache. Now, I feel like this map surpasses GOROD KROVI simply because when I spawn in, I feel very confident with this map, and I think that's what a lot of zombies players need, to be able to feel confident, because if you're confident, you're probably going to do better. Now, this map isn't necessarily easy, some can argue that, but I don't feel that. I mean, I have died on pretty early rounds because it's just a high risk and high reward. You can't really buy your perks until about round 4, and it takes somewhere around 15 to 20 minutes just to get to round 4 if you're trying to get an early setup. And this map, I just feel very confident with spawning in. Now, I'm only giving 4 points to GOROD KROVI simply because when I spawn in, I feel kind of intimidated. Now, that is also good because zombies isn't something to just get in and get out and just be done with. You're gonna have to have some skill. Now, I will commend GOROD KROVI for that, but it's just, I've lost too many perkaholics on that map, and after that, it was about day 4 or 5 when the map came out, and I was forced to go in without perkaholics. I know, woe is me, but it was pretty dang difficult. I didn't get past round 10 for a couple of days just because I am such a scrub, but 6 points for der Eisendrache and 4 points for GOROD KROVI on the initial feel. But for the setup, I'm going to have to put der Eisendrache ahead again, simply because it's not too hard, but it's also not too easy. It's kind of at that balance, probably a little more towards easy because such the high risk and the high reward. I don't really end up buying perks until after I have the bow or right before I get the bow, because you really need to save up your points. You're gonna be very limited to what you can buy in the starting rounds, and if you go down, you won't have quick revive, so you won't be able to get back up. So for GOROD KROVI, I feel like it's not tedious, but more time consuming, simply because you are playing through the rounds, yes, but you also have to manage those rounds as well to get the Guard of Fafnir and the upgraded, I totally forgot what that was called, and the Gauntlet of Siegfried. Now, 6 points to der Eisendrache and 4 points to GOROD KROVI for the setup. So for after setup, this is pretty much, what do you want to do? Do you want to do the Easter egg, or do you want to do high rounds? And I believe that for der Eisendrache, this map really takes the cake, because the setup, or the after setup, really doesn't consist of the Easter egg. Easter egg is usually in my setup for this map, just because it's so easy, simple to do with one person. And after setup, it's pretty much just going for high rounds, farming liquid diviniums, and trying to get to a higher level. Now, GOROD KROVI really doesn't do this because I really don't feel like doing the Easter egg. It's very difficult. I do recommend having 4 people play this map when you do play it, because it's a lot more fun that way, and it's a little bit easier on you. You won't have as many zombies. It's really a tight map, and you're really gonna need a good setup to be able to go to that high round. And the wonder weapon, the GKZ-45 Mark III, is kind of not the best weapon for high rounds. It does start falling off in the mid 40s and early 50s. So you're going to need to be training, relying on that Guard of Fafnir, the Guard of Fafnir and the Gauntlet of Siegfried. So I give 8 points to der Eisendrache and 2 points to GOROD KROVI. So for replayability, I'm going to have to put these maps at a tie, because for der Eisendrache, I feel like getting liquid diviniums is kind of a necessity. It's kind of weird, because I played der Eisendrache to get liquid diviniums, to get gobblegums to play GOROD KROVI, and I just love playing this map for high rounds. I can play it for hours and get to round 62 every time. But anyways, for GOROD KROVI, sorry, I feel like you're really playing this map for the setup. Now, high rounds are a possibility if you're pretty good at them. You're really more of an advanced player if you're going for high rounds on GOROD KROVI than der Eisendrache. But I just feel that you're getting in for this map for the experience and just to be a better zombies player. Now, some can argue with that, but that's honestly what I believe. So 5 points to both of these. And for the innovative things, or the new things that these maps brought, this is where GOROD KROVI really takes over, because we have the dragons, we have the new way of pack-a-punching. It wasn't too out there, and it wasn't too simple either. And we have the Guard of Fafnir, which is the best shield in zombies ever. We have the Gauntlet of Siegfried, which is pretty much two wonder weapons in itself. We have the dragon that spits fire, and the freaking thunder punch, or whatever it's called. And the freaking feel of the map, it's just, I said freaking, it's just the feel of the map, how really well it flows, and it's something new. It's very comparable to der Eisendrache, but it's very respectfully in its own rights a very good map. With der Eisendrache, I feel like it was a shell of a map, and it just filled it with stuff from Shadows of Evil, like the perks, and not even just Shadows of Evil, but past maps like the Wonder Fizz, and the bows were kind of like the staffs from Origins. So we kind of saw this before, but the bows are actually better in my opinion. But this map didn't really do much for innovation. It really just gave us the bows, and that was pretty much it. And I don't mind that. The bows are awesome, probably one of the best wonder weapons in the game. But I'm going to have to give this one to GOROD KROVI. So 8 points for GOROD KROVI and 2 for der Eisendrache. Now, for the setup, I'm going to recommend is for the Eisendrache, I recommend the 4 original perks plus Widow's Wine if you can get it, and the Stormbow and the KRM, the Pack Punch KRM, obviously. Max that baby out with attachments, and that's pretty much my setup. The KRM, because it's an easy wall buy, you can really go get ammo for it whenever you want, and the Stormbow simply because it's the best bow. You can't argue that. It's literally the best bow. For GOROD KROVI, I recommend the 4 original perks or Perkaholic. If you can get all the perks, definitely get all the perks for any map you're playing, but plus Widow's Wine if you can't get them. Now for this map, I recommend the GKZ45 or the Drakon or the Dingo. The FFAR is pretty good, and so is the PPSH. It's just they run out of ammo relatively quickly compared to the Dingo, and the Drakon really isn't too well on ammo, but it's a very good power weapon. So for the storyline for these maps, I'm going to have to give this to GOROD KROVI because their Eisendrache, yes, it was the first map we saw when he pulls Dempsey 1.0 into the summoning key, and I do feel like that was a good thing to add to zombies, but GOROD KROVI just did it so much better with the capturing of Nikolai and seeing him just why he's drinking and his depression and how he's just a normal man. He's just trying to drown his sorrows in his liquor, and it's just such an amazing map. And then you see the 1.0 characters go up, and there's just so many questions about that Easter egg that the community wants to be solved. Now, I'm not really an Easter egg guy, a storyline guy. When it comes to GOROD KROVI, it just has me so intrigued, and with their Eisendrache, it's just kind of like, yeah, we get it, he dies. Let's move on to the next one. Well, probably not, because that's Hiroshima, but let's just go on to GOROD KROVI. So this is going to be the end of the video. To end it off, I'm going to give my personal opinion. Like now I said before, this is out of 5 points instead of 10 for the others. So my personal opinion, I believe that their Eisendrache is better, so I'm going to give slightly better, just because I play it more and because it's easier to get to high rounds, and I'm really more of a high round guy than a storyline guy. For storyline and innovativeness and just what this map did for zombies, I would definitely give that to GOROD KROVI, so it's a very, very slim pickings. I didn't want to give half points to any maps, and I don't want to do that in the future because I just don't feel like that's right. So I'm going to give 3 points to their Eisendrache and 2 points to GOROD KROVI. So guys, this is where you come in. Just let me know down in the comments below what you guys felt about this video and what map really stood out to you. Tell me if you like GOROD KROVI better or their Eisendrache. Just put it down below. You don't have to go into a big detail because that can spark, you know, not controversy, but arguments in the comments. Just, oh, you're stupid because you like this map. I don't really want that in the comments. I just want to be able to talk and say, yeah, this map is better, this map is better, I prefer this map. I just really want to get a feel of what you guys like more. Yeah guys, that is going to be it for the video. If you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. And again, let me know guys if you don't like the series, if you feel like it's taking stuff from other people. I can completely understand. Just let me know down in the comments and I will figure out a different series to do. But yeah guys, that's it for the video. Peace.